Another large contingent of Pirates fans making their way into PNC Park on this mid-September Sunday afternoon. A nice day for baseball, and the Pirates looking to wrap up this 4-game series with the Chicago Cubs. National League Central Division standings, the Pirates and Cardinals tied atop the division with 14 games to go, and the Reds find themselves 2.5 games off the pace. Hi again, everybody. Along with Bob Walk, I'm Tim Neverett. Robbie Smikowski will join us shortly. Francisco Liriano has been very, very good at PNC Park. In his 9 starts, he's 8-1. And the Pirates will turn to the left-hander today, Bob, in search of win number 87.
Well, when the Pirates were able to sweep the Texas Rangers, they did so because of some great starting pitching. And obviously, Francisco was right in the middle of that. It was a very hot, humid evening. Really one of those nights that just sapped the energy right out of you. But Francisco able to just dominate for 6 innings, as he always does. And he really is back to being that guy that the Pirates look up to go out there and really grab a game by the throat and get that win.
Left-handers seem to be the theme of this ball game. Travis Wood pitching for the Cubs, and the Pirates hitters doing quite well against left-handed pitching. Farrell Automotive were driven to be better.
Well, you look at the numbers that some of our guys have put up against left-handers. I realize Travis Wood has had success against us in the past, but I don't think this afternoon is going to play out that way.
Well, Mercer, McCutchen, Bird, and Sanchez all hitting well against left-handed pitching. A 302 team average in recent days. The Pirates have been using the home run to win ball games, too. The long ball powering the way at PNC Park. In fact, the home run responsible for 5 of the last 6 Pirate runs. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Win number 87. Francisco Liriano, 47, takes the hill in search of his 17th victory. 16-7. He's had a decision in every one of his starts. And he has been very good at home. He'll be facing this Chicago Cubs lineup put out by manager Del Swain. Starlin Castro at the top of the list. Darwin Barney and Anthony Rizzo. Donnie Murphy in the cleanup spot playing third base. Junior Lake back in the outfield today. Wellington Castillo hitting 300 in 9 games this month. Darnell McDonald is in right field. Brian Bogusevic in left. And Travis Wood, the left-handed pitcher, starts and bats 9th against the Pirates lefty Francisco Liriano.
Francisco has just been totally outstanding. A couple of poor games kind of messed up the ERA, or it would be down in the ones. But what a year he is having. Lots of strikeouts, gets a lot of swings and misses on that slider and the changeup.
Last outing against Texas, as we showed you, very, very good, very solid. His numbers at home have been very good too, in 9 starts, 8-1 here. Defensively for the Pirates, in the outfield left to right, Jose Tabata, Andrew McCutchen, and Marlon Byrd. Pedro Alvarez at third base, Jordy Mercer at short, Neil Walker at second base, and Gabby Sanchez starts at first, and Tony Sanchez behind the plate. And Tony's been doing a lot of catching of Francisco Liriano. All but one of the outings that Tony has caught for Francisco have been very good.
It makes sense, really, to have Tony back there when Francisco is on the mound, because Francisco and A.J. Burnett are pitching back-to-back, and you always like, to have Russell Martin back there when A.J.'s pitching because of that big arm. So it really allows them, to change catchers when you have day games and night games. So much more easy. And that's what you're looking for in any kind of a situation you have with 2 pitchers going back-to-back like that.
It's been a good fit. And Tony Sanchez understands a lot better now the slider action and changeup action from Liriano. So Liriano ready to go. He's facing Starlin Castro, the shortstop for Chicago. Underway with ball 1. .241 the average for Castro. Where he's been hovering lately is in that 240 range. And that pitch on the corner for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Liriano 3-1 against the Cubs with a 1.88 ERA in 4 starts. 1-1 pitch. Slow roller to short. And that's the first out of the ball game. Castro out. He's 0 for 1.
Limping.
Not walking with his normal gait.
He's got a little limp going. Made it.
Yeah. Doesn't seem too comfortable though. That long walk back to the first base dugout. Darwin Barney takes ball 1. Barney batting .213 for the Cubs. Typically hits either 2nd or 8th in the order, depending if it's a right-hander or left-hander. Right-hander on the hill, Barney will hit 8th. Left-hander, he'll bat 2nd. Kind of the mirror image of what we've been seeing lately with Jordy Mercer. Against lefties, he'll hit 2nd. Against righties, he'll hit 8th. Jordy Mercer back out there at shortstop today, and he is batting 2nd behind Tabata and ahead of McCutchen. Probably pretty good to be the guy hitting in front of McCutchen. Three balls and a strike. First base umpire Paul Nart said Barney did not go around.
Be interesting to see how Wood pitches McCutchen.
We won't have to wait too long to find out. That's ball 4. A walk issued to Darwin Barney with 1 out. Comes with a man aboard in the top of the first inning. Liriano's kept his walks down this year, relatively speaking. There's 56 of them now to go with his 144 strikeouts. So strikeouts to walks ratio is still pretty good. Garrett Cole, speaking of pretty good, he got a run against him in the first inning and shut things down the rest of the way last night.
I think he has the best strikeout to walk ratio of any rookie in the league.
7 more strikeouts last night. hole. I think we're going to see him as a regular from now until who knows when. But he just pitched his way out of the minor leagues, and he has been a force, especially lately. Rizzo hits one in the air to left center field. McCutchen calling for it. Plenty of room for Kutch. Solid throw by McCutchen and Neil Walker, keeping Barney back at first base.
Barney looking to try and move into scoring position with 2 outs. Sees the just a routine fly ball. He knows it's going to get caught. But perhaps there'll be an opportunity to move up. So we're back to tag. In that situation, the throw's coming in from left center, you have plenty of time to stop and go back, just like you did once you see that throw is on time and on line.
Third baseman Donnie Murphy batting cleanup. All 10 of those home runs since the 4th of August. Late strike call by Mike Estabrook. Estabrook, the home plate umpire. Paul Nard at first, Doug Eddings at second. Dana DeMute, the crew chief, is in back at third today. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 men out for the Cubs in the top of the first inning. 1 on. Darwin Barney is issued a walk.
That breaking ball, that slider, hard in the dirt. Tony just gets down on his knees, lets that ball come up and hit him right in the chest protector. Doesn't try to catch it, doesn't try to block it with the glove.
Well, Murphy behind in the count, 1-2. Liriano getting ahead.
Just right on the very edge.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Liriano set. Now the pitch. 2-2. The more reps Tony gets at the major league level, the better off he's going to be, and the more depth there's going to be in this Pirates system at that position. Two coming to Murphy. I'll get another. Murphy splitting time at third base with Luis Valbuena, a left-handed hitter. Valbuena will play against the right-handers. Dale Swain has been doing this. That's not uncommon. You see managers doing it. Clint Hurdle does it now as well, having a left-handed lineup and a right-handed lineup. Again, the 2-2. Struck him out, and there goes the bat. The bat helicoptered into the seats, and he's got himself a new souvenir. Pirates coming to bat against Travis Wood. From Donnie Murphy, thrown into the seats, and the youngster now will be the owner of that baseball bat. No score. We go to the bottom of the first inning for the Pirates. The lineup is brought to you by Toyota, and leading off Jose Tabata. Then Jordy Mercer, the bat second. Andrew McCutchen third. Marlon Byrd hitting .290, but since joining the Pirates, hitting .323 with 9 extra base hits. Gabby Sanchez, a right-handed hitting first baseman in the lineup today. Pedro Alvarez, Tony Sanchez, Neil Walker hits 8th, and Francisco Liriano bats 9th against Cubs lefty Travis Wood, who manager Dale Swaim recently said is easily the team's #1 starter. Had a great outing last time against Cincinnati.
He certainly has had a good comeback season, and he kind of like last night. You're going to see a lot of high fastballs. He's going to elevate it. Just going to be left-hander instead of right-hander. He wants to get some flyouts.
Well, the strike call to Jose Tabata to start the Pirates half of the first. Yeah, after that win that he had against Cincinnati, didn't have any walks in that outing. It was very solid through 6 innings. His manager Dale Swaim was quoted in the Chicago papers saying that Wood was definitively the Cubs' #1 starter right now, and that's ahead of their opening day starter Jeff Samardzija.
I know when it comes to the Pirates, at least of late, Wood is the one that gives us trouble. Pirates actually this season have hit Samardzija very well.
Tabata hits this one well to center field. Junior Lake on the run. He's to the track. Looks up. It's off the top of the wall. Rolls away from him. Now Tabata heading from second to third with a lead-off triple. A 3-bagger for Tabata. The Pirates have the go-ahead run 90 feet away in the bottom of the first.
An absolutely great way to get this thing started today. Get the big crowd into it immediately. And Tabata, seeing that left-handed starter, step in there and boom, right off the wall. About where he hit his home run last night's game. Just really easily cruising into third.
Well, the infield will come in, and a solid RBI opportunity now for Jordy Mercer with Tabata at third.
He's a guy that likes to throw a lot of fastballs upstairs, and that's what you're trying to do. Get something up. You can hit to the outfield, get it over the heads of the drawn-in infielders.
It's away. Here comes Jose. It's 1-0 Buccos.
Not so much for that RBI opportunity.
Well, the run came in while he was standing at the plate.
Yeah, you don't get anything for that.
So a triple, a wild pitch, and it's 1-0 Pirates. First time in the series the Pirates have the first run in the game. Pitch hit in the air to left field. Going back, Bogusevic. He's not going to get it. And that bounces over the wall for a double. 2 batters, 2 hits, both extra base hits.
Balls are up, hit hard to the air. Last night, a lot of balls hit in the air, but they were very lazily hit. This ball driven hard.
Jordy with a solid double here. Bouncing over the short wall in left field. Double number 21.
That brings up McCutchen, and I mentioned that I'm curious to see how he goes after McCutchen. If maybe he picks on him a little bit. McCutchen doesn't have very good numbers against Wood.
And McCutchen loops one into center field. That's going to drop for a hit. And Kutch has now hit in 12 of his last 13 games. Had an 11-game streak stop last night. But he starts off today with a single, 3 straight hits. And in reverse order, a triple, double, and a single.
A fastball off the end of the bat.
Mercer had to wait a bit. Now he's down at third. And after only 3 batters in the game, Chris Bosio, the pitching coach for the Cubs, has to come out and have a conversation. See if his left-hander's okay. Pretty good start for the Pirates this afternoon. But for Travis Wood, not a great start. Jose Tapia got it going, and when they score first, 58-22.
Pirate hitters are coming out. They realize how important this game is. That you have opportunities to win these 4-game series, take 3 out of 4. You got to go for it. Hit the accelerator. They're coming out fast. It's like they went to the no-huddle offense right away. Really into this Sunday stuff.
That's good. That's good. Well, you should be.
I don't know if you saw my pregame points.
I did. It had something to do with another sport that's played on Sunday. He's all ready to go. 1 ball, no strikes to Marlon Byrd. Runners off the corners, nobody out. Byrd hitting .290. Francisco Liriano has spotted a run here in the bottom of the inning. 1 ball, 1 strike to Byrd. Byrd had the game winner last night in the 7th inning with 1 out. James Russell, a left-hander, was in, and Byrd launched it. Sailed out to right center field. Made it a 2-1 ball game. That's how it finished up. And on the foul ball, let's watch it on the Allegheny Health Network Super Mall. Right on the inside of the left knee.
Not going to feel good for a while.
1-1 pitch. A number to the right side. And Mercer stayed put. And Byrd is out. There are runners at second and third and 1 out.
If Mercer would have been able to break immediately, he would have been able to score on that. But there was a little hesitation. And then when you could tell he decided, okay, I think I can go. Well, at that point, Rizzo was going to pick the ball up, and now it was too late to get thrown out. And a little bit of a hesitation, and then he took a few steps, and you can't go. Nobody out. You know, I don't have a problem with him not taking a chance there. The only time you want to run in that situation is to keep him from getting that double play.
Infield in, second and third. Gabby Sanchez flies it foul right side. Believe. Great use of the number 13 and the Pittsburgh skyline. That is a great sign. They intertwined Clint Hurdle's number 13 into that sign. Pretty good artwork. Sign store. That's a sign store original, isn't it?
That took some thought, some artistic talent. I like it.
1-1 to Gabby. Sanchez getting the start today. A right-handed batter against the lefty Wood. Justin Morneau, left-handed hitter, will come off the bench if needed today. Down the right field side, and it's foul. Ball and 2 strikes now to Sanchez. Pirates have a chance to open this one up early. Leadoff triple by Tabata. He scored on a wild pitch with Mercer standing at the plate. Mercer a follow-up double over the right field wall. McCutchen a base hit. The Pirates with second and third, 1 out. Cubs infield drawn in. Woods 1-2 pitch. And Gabby pops it up. Foul ground. Anthony Rizzo giving it a chase. Ball's playable for him. And he dropped it. but had it long enough and dropped it on the exchange, says first base umpire Paul Nart.
Thought for a moment that was going to slide into the stands. Just didn't make it. Looked like almost just threw it over his shoulder.
Definitely a catch.
It was a catch and a throw.
Threw the wrong direction, but a throw. Pedro Alvarez. Pedro takes a strike. 91 RBIs for him. One more homer and he'll tie the franchise record for home runs by a third baseman, held by Aramis Ramirez, ranked 34 one season. Popped up. And the Pirates are going to get a run out of this inning as Junior Lake puts this one away. And they'll leave two men in scoring position. After an inning full at PNC Park, 1-0 Bucks.
Growing up,
some afternoon action between the Pirates and the Cubs. I'm Robbie Mikowski. The Pirates' consistency with their starting pitching is one of the main reasons why they're in contention 2 weeks from the end of the season for a title. And pitching coach Ray Searage earlier today discussed that consistency.
They know that's part of the game, and they grinded through it. You know, like Frankie pitched in Texas, and he grinded through those 6 innings there. But he kept the team in the game, and that's the main thing, is keep the team in the game. They don't go out there and try to throw shutouts, but they try to keep the team in the game so we have a chance to win and do the best you can with what you got that day.
And they've certainly been doing that. And you look at the numbers in September, Tim and Bob, when you look at the starters. First 7 games, they went just 4 innings per start. Since then, they stepped it back up, and starters are going 6 1/3. So they're getting into the 7th inning consistently. And every team, if you listened to us earlier in the year, every team has their bumps like they did in St. Louis. And Liriano's 2 starts ago in Milwaukee, where they have a hard time. But this team has shown an uncanny ability to get through it and put themselves in position at the most important time of the season.
They've been doing a lot of winning this year on the strength of those guys' arms. The starter, the bullpen has been phenomenal. Ray Searage deserves so much credit. But there's a lot of credit that needs to be spread all over, from Clint Hurdle on down, the coaching staff. But, the pitching is such an important aspect of this game. Obviously, Ray Searage, he's one of the big ones when you start saying who's responsible if you're talking about people other than the players. What a job he's done, really, since the first day he took over the pitching coach responsibility. You started to see a turnaround immediately.
Here's the 1-2 pitch to Junior Lake. Oh, wow. I think one of the things that Ray understands is the individual personalities of all the pitchers. You look at the guys in the bullpen right now, but he's not a cookie cutter kind of guy. It's not my way or the highway. It's he works with everybody individually to get the most out of them and to accentuate their strengths.
There's so much more at this level than teaching somebody how to do a windup. It's I mean, that's A-ball rookie league type stuff. Up here, it's all about the middle part of the game, about reading bats, figuring out what the game situation calls for. Those are how to win. That's what's important at this level. Keeping those guys' confidence up. That's a huge part of being a pitching coach in the big leagues.
Lake fouls another one off. This one down the right field side. Count 2-2.
He probably thinks his job is much a psychologist up here as anything else. Got all the different players you were talking about, the different personalities.
And by getting to know each of the personalities, he knows which buttons to push and which not to push. 2-2 to Junior Lake. Lake's been pretty good for the Cubs. 310 is his average. 2-2, struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for Francisco Liriano. He needs 8 more to get to 1,000 strikeouts.
Kept that ball away nicely. And Super Mo shows Lake kind of a little futile with that big swing.
Wellington Castillo at the plate. Cubs catcher takes a strike. 0-1 to Castillo. He caught last night. He has caught 3 of the 4 games. Deanna Navarro, switch-hitting catcher, catching game 2. Well hit toward the notch in left center field. Jose Tabata on it, right in front of the track.
He is in the notch. Teague was pointing that out in the pregame about how well he is adapted to using that big left field here at PNC Park. One of the reasons his numbers are even better than the overall numbers when he pitches here. He knows how to make use of that big yard to the left.
2 men out, and the batter is the right fielder, Darnell McDonald. McDonald takes a strike. You want to tweet us during the game on this Sunday? Please do. Use the hashtag BucksBooth. Just outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. There is the Duchess. She makes her way behind PNC Park. By the way, you know what today is, Bob?
Sunday.
Other than that?
No, I don't know.
It's our first Bucks and Pucks doubleheader.
Really? All right.
Penguins preseason action tonight against Columbus. And McDonald is thrown out. 1-2-3 go the Cubs. Easy inning for Francisco. 1-0 Pirates through an inning and a half. Jackets, and we'll have it for you right here on Root Sports. Kenny Malkin, James Neal, and Bo Bennett will be in the lineup, and Marc-Andre Fleury will be between the pipes. Our first Penguins pregame of the year gets you started at 5:30, and then it's the Pens and Blue Jackets. Be here on Root Sports. 1-0 Pirates ahead of the Cubs. Bottom of the second inning. There's an outfit, Bob.
Let's go, Bucks!
Praise the Jolly Roger.
Hard to watch the game with one eye, though, isn't it?
It's hard to judge the fly balls. You have no depth perception.
Tony Sanchez will lead off for the Pirates. He takes a strike. Pirates catcher batting .229. And Tony fouls this one off. And he's got one home run. Finding himself behind the plate a little more often. And whenever Liriano seems to pitch. And I talked to Tony about that the other day, Bob. He said, look, I don't want to get anybody the impression that I'm Francisco's personal catcher or anything. It's just kind of the way the rotation goes with Russell Martin matching up with A.J. Burnett. There's a bouncer to Darwin Barney. And one out. 4-3 to put out, one gone for the Pirates in the second inning.
You'd like to get something going this inning, too, after. Yeah, I know we have the lead, but it was a disappointing first inning. The way that situation went, you had first and third and nobody out. Middle of the lineup coming up with Bird and Sanchez, and then they just slipped away. Wood was able to get off the hook and get right back at him.
Neil Walker batting right-handed. Had a base hit right-handed in the 8th inning last night. And his right-handed numbers are coming up. They were struggling for part of the year. But he's a lot closer to being right down the middle with his splits right to left. And since August 1st, he's hitting .412 right-handed. So his numbers have been very good right-handed in that period of time. But the season splits, he's brought the right-handed average up to .240. Jay Bell, Jeff Branson done a nice job working with him on the right-handed side. Grounds this one to Castro. 2 out for the Pirates.
The Pirates just haven't seen much left-handed starting pitching this year. It's been tough to get the at-bats from that side for Walker. He's kind of almost get out of practice. Just not seeing it enough. When you do go up against a left-handed pitcher, I'm sure it feels way different. A little extra work kind of brought it back where it was supposed to be.
Francisco taking all the way. That's strike one. Just 3 hits and 41 at-bats for Liriano. Oh, 2. Liriano watching where that ball went and reacting. No balls and 2 strikes. Travis Wood pitching to his opposite number. Outside for a ball. 1-2.
It's like Francisco's trying to get a good first step after he hits it the first. Watch that right foot.
Pulled it out. And he strikes out. Pirates gone in order. We'll go to the 3rd. Pirates 1. Cubs nothing.
Pirates Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Toyota. Now's the time to go places with Toyota. Visit buyatoyota.com for special offers. And by PNC Bank for the achiever in you. Let's go Bucks!
1-0 Pirates, top of the third inning. And I don't know what this is called. If you know what this is called, tweet us. #BucksBooth. First time I've ever seen anything like this, Bob.
I've seen these before, using the water pump, the jet off the jet ski, and they pumping the water through that hose and using it to do a lot of crazy stuff. That's what I like the best right there. Look at that.
It's like a dolphin.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
I don't know if I'd say he walks on water, but that's pretty close.
It looks like fun if you were of that age. I might be a little too old for that myself.
Age is just a number, Bob.
No, I think I'm too old for that.
Brian Bogusevic takes the ball, 1 strike. And look at this thing. There, now he's got the Jolly Roger.
Oh, I know what he's going to do.
Yeah. 1 and 2.
Now this will definitely be raising the Jolly Roger.
This is a different way to raise the Jolly Roger. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Anytime. Go.
Hey.
Strike 3. Bogusevic is out. 3 strikeouts for Liriano.
Brought that slider right down the middle. There wasn't anything fancy about that. If he would have hit that ball hard somewhere, I would have been talking about how you got to put the off-speed pitch in a better spot than that when you got 2 strikes. But it's all about results.
Travis Wood, left-handed pitcher, bats right-handed. The elbow pad on his left arm, his pitching arm, is the one exposed out in front. The mask of Sanchez, 1-1.
That was a nice shot that really shows the velocity of that baseball as it's hitting you in the mask. You see how quickly it jumped off to the side.
2 balls, 1 strike to Travis Wood. He's not an automatic out either. He's not a bad hitting pitcher. Two balls, 2 strikes. All right. That's called a fly board, we understand. And he's raising and lowering the Jolly Roger. I think when Greg Brown says raise the Jolly Roger, he didn't exactly have that in mind.
It does look like a lot of fun.
Well, you see new things every day, don't you, Bob?
Every day.
Chasing his tail. Strike 3 call. Strikeout number 4 for Francisco. And he is 6 away from 1,000 in his career. Probably the furthest thing from his mind today is the 1,000 strikeouts. I think that for Liriano, he wants to earn the respect of that young fan. His first Pirates t-shirt on.
It's one of those pretty significant numbers, though. I think he'll definitely be enjoying it after the game if he gets there. And it'll be a lot sweeter if he also has the W.
He wants the W today. Again, a decision in every start for Liriano. It was Castro's second time around. He grounded to short in the first, 0 for 1. Liriano with a decision in every single start. First Pirates pitcher since Larry French in 1930 to record a decision in each of his first 23 starts of a season. This is the 24th start for Liriano As French did receive a decision in each of his first 24 in 1930. Clint Hurdle saying before the game today he's never had, I think his quote was, "I've never had a cat do that." Never had a guy on a staff record a decision in every outing. So he has been thoroughly impressed.
It's very hard to do, especially in the National League, because of the fact you're hitting for yourself. So there's games where you can be pitching well, but you still come out for a pitch hitter if there's a situation, you know, to score runs. And you can get some no decisions that way, even though you deserve the W.
Well, Liriano issues his second walk of the game. Castro resides at first base. He represents the tying run. Pirates got a run in the first inning. And had 2 men on with nobody out. Couldn't get him in. So 1-0 Pirate lead. Darwin Barney fouls this pitch back. That's strike one. Flyboarding on a Sunday in September.
Raising the Roger.
Jolly Roger a little bit higher up on top of the rotunda. Great crowd here today to watch Pirates and the Cubs. If the Pirates do record a sellout today, it'll be a new PNC Park record. 20 sellouts in a season. They tied the record last night with 19. As they put 37,534 in here last night to sell it out for the 19th time.
It's awfully full this afternoon.
Looking good. We're going to let them count them up just to be sure, though. 1-1 to Barney. 2 balls and a strike. Darwin Barney was the recipient of the other walk issued by Liriano so far today. Castro off of first base, 2 outs. Liriano's 2 on. In the air to right field. Backing up on it, Bird. He's got room. And the Cubs retired in the third. Through 2.5. Pirates 1, Cubs nothing. And the Jolly Roger hoping to be raised.
Pirates Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Barrel Automotive. We're driven to be better. And by Levin Furniture and the all-new Levin Mattress Stores. For a great deal on a new bed, shop Levin's. Let's go Bucks.
He's got a foul ball. Check that out. Folks having a great time on this Sunday afternoon at PNC Park. 1-0 Pirates. Bottom half of the third inning. Top of the order up, Jose Tabata, who has scored the game's lone run so far after tripling to lead off the Pirates half of the first inning. 1-for-1 for Jose. And 1 ball and no strikes to Tabata. Well, what's he up to now?
Autograph.
Castillo might have gotten that on the bare hand. Still flexing that right hand. And Barney giving Wood a chat just to give Castillo an opportunity to have a moment. See where we can tell if it hits his bare hand or not. Oh, yeah.
Took a good hit.
Tabata loops this one into center field. Junior Lake will make the catch. 1 out for the Bucks in the third. Yeah, oftentimes that bare hand is protected. Some guys will put it in another area, like put it next to their outside of their right leg. Sometimes they'll hang it right there where Castillo had it. It became exposed and hit the back of the hand. That's got to hurt. Grounded to third base. Donnie Murphy straightens up. Dug out by Rizzo. 2 outs quickly in the third inning. Mercer's 1 for 2.
Wood really made a nice little adjustment.
Well, the first 3 Pirates got hits off him.
After the Mercer double, nobody's really done a whole lot. Kutch got the base hit, but it was just a little blooper off the end of the bat. After the first 2 guys ripped balls off the wall, I thought, here we go.
McCutchen in the MVP race, also in the race for the batting crown. Still in the top 3. Parrott trying to distract the Cub pitcher. One ball and no strikes. The Parrot's always busy. 2-0 to Kutch.
Trying to stay away from him with these first 2 pitches. The last one is changeup he missed with way too far outside. He'll go out there again. Didn't get it out there though. That one right down the middle. Center cut.
And McCutchen ready now. Maybe he will hit it there.
That'll be a foul ball if he does.
2-1. Thought that was out in the bleachers. Oh, I see. I see where it is. He'd have to wrap it around the right field pole.
If you have a hit it here sign, make sure you're in fair territory.
Count is now full on McCutchen.
Now that one probably should have been ball 4, it looked like.
A little bit off the plate.
Yep. Got one on that call.
Now the payoff from Wood. McCutchen fouls it off. Right into an area where no one has a hit it here sign. Two outs, base is empty. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Kutch. Here's ball 4. McCutchen has reached base safely twice now. And a man on with 2 outs for Marlon Byrd coming up. Mr. Hurdle, can I please have a piece of bubble gum? Well, I don't know if he has any to spare.
No, he does. There's barrels of it down there for him.
Well, plus he's got boxes of it that aren't even touched in his office.
I don't see any gum being chewed this afternoon.
Jeff Bannister on the phone as Ray Surge handed it to him.
Not talking to the
bullpen.
Oh. Yeah, ordering some gum.
Bird fouls it off. Suppose they ran out of gum down there. They had to call out for more.
Nah, they don't run out.
That bucket looks a little less than full. Either one of those buckets.
Always plenty of snacks. Tons of seeds.
It's a virtual buffet. You won't go hungry in the dugout. 0-1 pitch to Bird. Ripped foul. Watch out. It's a hot shot off the bat of Bird. And the count goes to 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Marlin. Marlin grounded out. First time up. He put one in the bird's nest last night, didn't he? Foul down the right side. Well, Marlon Byrd has become popular rather quickly. I guess that's what happens when you hit home runs and drive in runs.
You look at his Pirates numbers, it's like they've added another McCutchen in the lineup.
81 RBIs. McCutchen with 79 RBIs. Kutch off of first base. The 0-2 to Bird. This one is ripped past a diving Murphy into left field. McCutchen around second. He'll head to third base. And the Pirates with 2 outs have something going. Marlon Byrd is 1 for 2.
Got a ball away from him. Well, off speed pitch. Similar to one he chewed off the end of the bat. This time he gets a good chunk of that baseball and gets it down the line. McCutchen, good speed, easily gets into third.
Gabby Sanchez, chance to add on here with McCutchen at third base. Bird at first. Sanchez popped out foul to the first baseman Anthony Rizzo first time up. This one grounded foul left side. 0-1 to Gabby. McCutchen a 2-out walk. He rests at third base. Over at first base, Marlon Byrd, 2-out base hit. And the bases are now full of Bucks with 2 down. Came inside and Gabby ended up wearing it.
There's again that right off the very point of that right knee.
Hit the kneecap, didn't it?
Kneecapped it.
That's on the Allegheny Health Network Supermo. That's a serious case of the measles there. And Gabby's all right.
Well, Pedro has been doing a better job against left-hand pitching of late. Got some big hits off lefties. Nice to get one right here.
Ball 1 to Pedro. .232 Pedro's average. Career with the bases loaded. .353 his average. 12 for 34 with the bases full. Puts this one down to first, and Rizzo will toss to Wood, and Wood makes the out. The Pirates will leave him loaded. No runs, a hit, 3 left. Head to the 4th. Pirates 1, Cubs nothing. Number 7 to clinch a playoff berth, and it could be down to 5 today.
It'll be quite a celebration. By the way, nice catch.
Thank you very much. 1 for 1. What you missed is the Parrot likes to shoot the hot dogs up here. He got one in the booth and right at me. Made the catch today.
Throw it down the stands. What if I was hungry?
No, we've
didn't
tried
think
that.
Of me, did you?
We've tried that exercise before, Bob, a couple of years ago, and it's best to share with the masses, I think.
All right.
Anthony Rizzo. He takes a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. See, Steve Blass has been trying to catch one for 4 years now. It was the last time he caught one, I think 4 years ago. Has not been able to catch one. Of course, the Parrot's a lousy shot most of the time.
Yeah, he's not very good at that.
No. 1-2 is upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beautiful Sunday afternoon here in mid-September. Look at this crowd. Ground ball to the right side. Walker in the shift. We'll throw on to first to get Rizzo. 1 out for the Cubs in the 4th. With 1 out, Donnie Murphy coming up. AT&T tweet. What's the biggest reason for the resurgence of Liriano this season?
Well, it's a little bit of a tough question for me because we didn't really have eyes on the last couple of years where he did not pitch very well. The ERA up in the 5, so not totally sure. But the reason that I think he's been so good this year has been his command of his off-speed pitches. I know that he's throwing a lot more off-speed pitches now than he has in the past, and I'm talking mainly the changeup and the slider off. Obviously, those are the 2 off-speed pitches he throws, but he's gotten very good at throwing those pitches for strikes, behind an account, pitching backwards, and that's got to be a huge part of the success.
He gets a ground ball out there. Some help from Jordy Mercer. Good scoop at the end by Gabby Sanchez. So 2 down in the Cubs half of the 4th. And Liriano now set to face Junior Lake. Russell Martin. Off day today. He'll catch AJ tomorrow night in game 1 against the Padres. But Tony Sanchez is learning a lot from Russell Martin.
And now there's a case there. The back door of that slider. The call was for slider away, and he just painted it. Russell Martin, a Gold Glove catcher, a great addition to this club in the offseason.
And what you don't see is the preparation that goes into it from Martin and Sanchez and John Buck, the Pirate catchers, and the work that they do with the pitchers prior to the game in the clubhouse as they go over the lineup hitter by hitter and how they contribute that way. 2 balls and a strike to Lake. John Buck, he's very experienced, over 1,000 games caught in the big leagues. 2-1 pitch. It's 2-2.
There's the changeup talking about. Just a beautiful location for that pitch. Goes in there. It's about that one there, probably about 5-6 mile an hour slower than his normal fastball.
.308 for Junior Lake since the All-Star break. Been very good. 62 hits. Top rookies in terms of hits. And the 2-2 from Liriano. Now it's 3-2.
Stepped it up a little bit with that one. 96. Most of the time, you're going to see Francisco throw that fastball 92 to 94, right in that range. That one was 96. He was getting as much as he had trying for that strikeout.
Lake fighting him off. This Cubs roster is a lot different than the one we saw on opening day, isn't it? This lineup.
Yeah, they had to make some changes. It really has started last season.
In the air to center field, backing up McCutcheon. Opens up the back pocket, makes the catch. 1-2-3. Second clean inning for Francisco Liriano.
Last night, news out of Colorado broke that Todd Helton announced his retirement effective at the end of the season. And what a brilliant career it's been, and how fitting that number 17 for the Colorado Rockies plays 17 seasons in a Rockies uniform. The numbers are fantastic, and Clint Hurdle had an opportunity to coach him for a long time out with the Rockies, and Clint Hurdle said simply, he's the best player I coached in my entire career, best guy I've ever had, and I think he means that in a lot of ways. What Todd Helton means to the Denver community, what he's meant on the field, helping get to a World Series back in 2007, and Hurdle and Helton have been in contact here in recent weeks, and Helton kind of had this decision looming for a long time, Tim and Bob. And also Clint Barmer said he was one of the greatest teammates he has ever played with, really helped Clint as a young infielder trying to find his way in the major leagues. He's the consummate pro, and a lot of people are happy, including Clint Hurdle and Clint Barmes here on the Pirates, to have spent time with Todd Helton.
Yeah, he will be, I think it's safe to say, the last man to ever wear the number 17 for the Rockies. I don't think anybody else will ever wear it. They'll retire that number for him.
Be moving into the Hall of Fame, you would think, one of these days.
I think it's a good possibility that he'll be the first Rocky in there. 1-1 pitch to Tony Sanchez. Hits the ball well to right center field. This one's back. This ball's gone. Home run, Tony Sanchez. His second major league home run, and the Pirates now lead it 2-0.
He definitely's got good pop to right center. That ball just jumped off. That easily got out of here. Remember that very first base hit he got out in Anaheim? He drove the ball so hard to right center it stuck itself in the wall. A home run ball has become so important to this Pirate team.
That's the ball right there. It's in the hands of a fan behind that gate.
Elevated fastball, I believe, up and away. That's how you're supposed to hit it. And this one easily gets over the fence. Gets over that little back wall. Plenty of distance.
Pirates have 5 home runs in this series, none with men on base. Walker to left center field. There's Bogusevic to retire. Neal's 0 for 2.
But they had 3 back-to-back-to-back, so it's hard to have anybody on base when the guy in front of you is just running all the way home.
That's right. You always have a different way of looking at things, don't you?
Always.
It's baseball's thinking man, Bob Watt. Rarely do you see Tony Sanchez without a smile.
The anti-Cole. Garrett Cole always has that serious game face going.
Yeah, but he's having fun too.
Oh, he's enjoying the heck out of this season. First in the big leagues. It's been so successful for him personally and the team. Great game last night.
Think about the number of #1 picks the Pirates have. First-round picks that are getting things done now at the big league level. Sanchez and Cole, the latest.
Don't say picks.
Don't say picks?
No, not when Tony's on.
Oh.
I look at things in a different way.
Yeah, now I know what you're talking about. Took me a second. And Liriano down on strikes. Well, as I was saying, Bob, there are a number of first-round selections that are contributing mightily now, or heavily, at least. Pedro Alvarez, certainly one of them. He leads the National League in home runs. Pirates RBI leader. Hudson. Walker.
4 of them in the lineup right now. Yeah. Walker, Sanchez, McCutchen, and Pedro.
So Tony Sanchez's second home run. That's the 19th home run by a catcher for the Pirates. That's 4th in the National League. The Rockies, Brewers, Mets, and Braves have more home runs by catchers, but I wonder if that counts because John Buck had a bunch of those for the Mets. Now he's over here. There's John. Like 9 of his home runs were in 1 month in April. Buck has 15 total. Which is less than half of what Pedro has provided. 33. 1-2 to Tabata. Strike 3. Pitch looked to be pretty far inside. And Jose wants to ask Mike Estabrook about it. But Tony Sanchez leads off with a long ball. As Tony says goodbye to that one. And the Pirates hello to a 2-0 lead.
On Root Sports is brought to you by Kia. To learn more, visit pghkiadealers.com. By Subway, where winners eat fresh. And by Day Automotive. We're going to make your day. Let's go, Bucks!
2-0. Pirates in front. Top of the 5th inning.
It's like the Olympics.
Except I don't know what that's the Buck Nation. That's the country.
Well, it's flag dancing. You know, that's Olympic sports.
That's not like that. You're thinking of rhythmic gymnastics, but that's.
I call it flag dancing.
With a ribbon. Big old ribbon.
Okay.
Not a flag. I thought you were referring to the opening ceremony. That one's fouled by Wellington Castillo. And if the Pirates had an entry, that would be the country's flag, right?
Exactly.
Of Buck Nation. They've done another great job of showing up here today. No balls and 2 strikes. There's the pitch to Castillo. Outside 1-2. Tomorrow opens another 4-game series. First time this season, back-to-back 4-game series. The Padres will be here. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. 3 of those 4 games against the Padres are at night. A.J. Burnett pitches tomorrow against Andrew Kashner. And then the Thursday game, the final game, is a matinee game. So I would make your plans to get out here for that. So 12:30 start. 12:35 first pitch on Thursday afternoon. Well, how nice is that going to be? September afternoon. Come on, have lunch here at the ballpark. Let's take a look at this last throw by Liriano.
Wow, look at had the zone.
There's a bouncer to the left side. Pedro gets a good bounce. 1 out. Day Automotive, this day in Pirates history. 1978, Phil Garner hit a grand slam for the second consecutive game. He became the first National League player to accomplish the feat since Jimmy Sheckard did it in September of 1901. The Bucks beat the Expos 6-1 as they won 14 of their final 18 games that season. Thanks to Day Automotive. We're going to make your day. Scrap iron with a couple of grannies 2 straight days.
Pretty impressive. The 0-1, that was back before they hit home runs.
Yeah. Don't tell Phil that. Here's Darnell McDonald. Winning 14 of their last 18 that year, too, was impressive. 1 ball and 1 strike to McDonald. Right fielder's 0 for 1. He bounced out back to Liriano in the second inning. 1-1 pitch. In for a strike called, and it's 1-2. Some scores have changed, Bob. Washington's taken a lead over Philadelphia 4-2 in the 5th. And St. Louis has a 1-0 lead on Seattle in the 3rd inning. McDonald, little number. Liriano will field it. He throws and got him easily. Nice play by Francisco Liriano.
Yeah, I like the fact that he got out there. There was no panic. Took his time. He made sure that he was under control. No off balance throwing. That's when the pitchers usually make those poor throws, as they try to get in a hurry and they'll throw the ball off balance. But look how he sets his feet as he picks the ball up. Just a little jump. Nice strong throw right over the top of the bag. Beautifully done.
Threw a 94-mile-an-hour four-seamer over to first base.
Mariano, pretty good athlete. But who was that he ran down in Texas the other day in the
Elvis Andrus?
Yeah,
their leading base stealer.
Got him in a rundown and had a little bit of a head start on him, but still was able to close and make the tag.
Strike 2 delivered to Brian Bogusevic. Former Houston Astros struck out looking in the 3rd inning. He's 0 for 1. Nobody on base, 2 men out. Top of the 5th, 2-0 Pirates. And Liriano's got the sign from Sanchez. One ball and 2 strikes. Coming into the game today, Bob, 15 games the Cubs and Pirates have played. The Cubs team batting average against the Bucks, 178. Pirates have been doing some pitching against Chicago.
Not really improving that mark so far. Still going south. The Pirates pitching has been great all year against just about everybody. Obviously, the Cubs, with that number you just mentioned, definitely one of the victims.
In the air to left center field, on the run, Tabata. He's going to make the catch over the shoulder. And 7 in a row retired by Francisco Liriano. Injury update. The National League Western Division leading Los Angeles Dodgers starting to look like a mash unit around their clubhouse. Yasiel Puig last night banged up diving for a fly ball, then was hit by a Tim Lincecum pitch. Left the game in the 6th inning last night. Matt Kemp's on the 15-day DL. Andre Ethiers day-to-day with a left ankle problem. Hanley Ramirez has an irritated nerve in his back. He's also day-to-day right now. So the Dodgers a little bit banged up heading down the stretch. They'll play at home against San Francisco later. Pirates a 2-0 lead heading to the bottom of the 5th inning. 5 hits for the Pirates. Matt Mercer. Picture of John Stamos on there. That's a Full House reference, Bob.
Right.
In case you didn't know.
That was a long time ago. I might have missed that one.
Looks like a sold-out house again today.
Full house.
Got to have your Jolly Roger.
3 of those, and we're equal.
We don't have any of those up here.
We need to get one.
It's Jolly Rogers.
Jordy Mercer, no balls, 1 strike to the Pirates shortstop. Jordy is 1 for 2 today with a double. Swing and a miss. Oh, 2 pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jordy. You had a chance to visit with Jordy the other day.
And we were talking about that great play that he made in the hole. And then came up later on. Pirates need a little insurance run. Barnes had just singled. Was at first base, 2 outs. Late in the game, he shot one up the right center field gap. He has just really come of age in the big leagues this year. Coming up with big plays on defense. Swinging the bat very well. Asked him about his numbers against left-handed pitching, and if there was a different approach against the right-handers. I mean, why does he hit lefties so well? And he just said that he basically didn't try to do anything different. It's just seeing the ball better from a left-hander. Gets to see it maybe a little earlier. It just takes a blink of the eye difference to help you out as far as making that decision of whether to start the bat or not.
He's got a full count. Travis Wood gets the sign from Castillo. The Cub left-hander delivers. Jordan fouls it back. Had a career best 4 hits on Tuesday night in Texas. Ended up going 4 for 5 against the Rangers. Pitch number 8 from Wood to Mercer. Popped it up foul. Go over the Cub dugout. Won't be long before the Pirates see the Cubs again. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. Not this week, of next week. Pirates will begin their final road trip of the regular season in Chicago with 3 at Wrigley Field.
Our last look at Wrigley Field before the big renovations take place.
Jordy works a leadoff walk after starting out 0-2. Fans, you can place a deposit for next year's season tickets today. From full season to half and 20 game plans, just ask. There's a plan that's right for you. You can enjoy the great benefits of being a season ticket holder all season long. To place your deposit, go to pirates.com/deposit. Come on out here on a Kids Day Sunday afternoon. Just 1 more of those left. Next Sunday against Cincinnati. Here's McCutchen, 1 for 1 with a walk. Strike 1 to Kutch.
Had pretty good wood on that check swing.
He did, didn't he? A little bit different looking. Probably talking to the bat, asking it why it didn't hit it straight.
Or why he hit it at all. I'm going to call the ball.
Yeah. Well, it's 0-2. As far as the batting crown is concerned, Michael Kadire of Colorado heading into today's game, hitting .332. Rockies in Arizona. And Chris Johnson of Atlanta, .330. Atlanta in action right now, no score with San Diego. McCutchen hits a ground ball to third. Murphy flips to Barney for one. Back to first, too late. Kutch beats it out. Fielder's choice for McCutchen. Mercer forced out 5-4, and Pirates with a base runner and just one out.
It looked like it was going to be a double play ball. That two hopper, but Kutch able to use his speed to just get the foot on the bag at the same time the ball hit the glove. Tie goes to the runner. It's an old saying. Kutch still is having his trouble with Travis Wood. He always hits the left-handers well, but not Wood. I think that makes him 2 for 19 now.
Trying to find a way to solve this left-hander, formerly of the Cincinnati Reds. Go to first base. And Kutch gets back. One thing the Pirates might have a problem doing is running on Wood. Wood holds runners exceptionally well. In his last 550 and 2/3 innings, he has allowed only 15 stolen bases. Very deliberate leg kick out of the stretch.
As long as he keeps that leg slow and coming straight up, he can read you. He can look right at the runner, and then if the runner takes off, then he can step towards first and make a throw over. Now, if he brings that leg up and kind of drags his foot back over behind the rubber, then that is seen by the umpire as a move toward the plate, and you can take off then, and if he comes over, then it's going to be a balk. That's why he has to lift the leg straight up if he's going to do that. That time he slide step.
Count is 1-1 on Marlon Byrd. Byrd has hit in 7 straight games now following his 3rd inning base hit.
I always thought that changing your delivery is going to mess up the hitters a little bit also. And sometimes you have a slow leg kick, very deliberate, and then other times quick slide step, almost like a quick pitch. Now, you're doing it because of the runner, but it has to have an effect at the plate.
I think so. The hitter geared up, trying to get his timing. Sometimes it doesn't get delivered the same exact way. You might have seen it the pitch before, or before that. Right side of the infield is open with Rizzo holding on McCutchen. 1-2, and Byrd hits it to the shortstop Castro. There's one. There's two. A double play ends the inning. And we're through 5 full at PNC Park. Pirates up 2-0. future member of the Shark Tank right there.
He's got everything all covered. Pirate shirt, shark mask, Jolly Roger in the hand.
Do not feed the sharks. Travis Wood will take a ball. I think he talked about the head on the bobblehead that's out there. It's a Joel Hanrahan head. 2-0 to Wood. Wood struck out looking in the third inning. Two-0 pitch. Down the right field line toward the corner. Long run for Bird. And that's going to end up in the seats. Wow, did that guy make the catch? Oh, good effort.
It's a nice try.
Under the glove. At the end of the row. Nice effort, but couldn't hold on. Oh, you got to squeeze it. 3-1 now to Wood. Top of the sixth inning. 2-0 Pirates. And a walk. It's his third one. Leadoff walk to the pitcher, no less. Everybody keeping an eye on Francisco Liriano this afternoon. He is doing in his 24th start.
You absolutely hate those leadoff walks, but when it's to the pitcher, now you got the top of the lineup coming up.
Starlin Castro's 0 for 1. He was also a recipient of a walk in the third inning. One ball, no strikes to Castro.
We need a couple ground balls.
Liriano's 1-0 pitch. Now it's 2-0, and Sanchez needs a word. Francisco Liriano has just thrown his 85th pitch and having a problem zeroing in here in the sixth inning. His last outing in Texas, and granted it was 95 degrees or so, plus a lot of humidity, and he managed to grind through 6 innings. Got the win. 2-1.
You could tell he was out of gas in Texas when he came off the mound in 6th inning. A little conversation real quick with Ray Series, and Ray turned towards Clinton, made the motion that he was done, had nothing left.
2 balls and 2 strikes. That foul ball evens up the count on Starlin Castro. Castro's the club leader for Chicago, grounding into double plays, by the way, with 20. Liriano's 2-2 delivery. That's poked into short right center field. Marlon Byrd makes the catch. And 1 out for Chicago.
Not the ground ball that I was hoping for, but at this stage and out, I'll take it.
I'll take a good look.
Trying to make those 2 single runs stand up. Yeah, go for the ground ball to short right now.
Now would be a good time. Darwin Barney's 0 for 1. Flied to right and walked back in the first inning. Takes a strike. Barney hitting .212. Pitch outside, and it's 1-1. Francisco Liriano looking to win his 17th game today. Pirates have not had a left-hander win 17 games since John Smiley won 20 in 1991. Smiley had a great year that year. Ended up going 20-8. Two balls, one strike to the second baseman for Chicago. That's in the dirt, 3-1. We got the pitcher Wood at first base after a leadoff walk. Castro flied to right.
Having a tough time in this inning getting that change up where he wants to.
Then Mazzaro's going to get up. Bullpen activity for the Pirates. 3-1 pitch to Barney. Fills it up at 3-2. And see what the Cubs do with Wood.
Oh, Barney is ahead in the count, 3-1. And he swung a fastball that was well down and away. Not exactly the spot you're looking, I think, on a 3-1 count is. And that's surprising that he would go after that pitch.
And that is foul. Pulled it just past third.
Normally 3-1, you're looking for the perfect pitch in the perfect spot to go after. You're not in that 2-strike protection mode.
And he looked more like he was in the 2-strike.
Yeah, like he was
approach with
not wanting to get called out.
Count. Wood, the runner at first, one down. The payoff pitch from Liriano. He walked him. And Francisco Liriano has walked 2 this inning. 4 in the game, and now the tying runs on base.
First baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Travis Wood goes down to second base. And Ray Sears is going to come out and visit with Liriano.
This will be probably a little bit about mechanics. Usually when you have control issues or something that's gotten out of whack a little bit. Hopefully Ray has been able to spot something, and that's one of the things that as a pitching coach this time of year, you've seen your guys so much out there on the mound that it's easier to see something different that they might be doing from one inning to next, and out to remind them about it. Of course, the other part of that is now, even if there is something that's been spotted, it's not really all that easy sometimes for the pitcher to make that adjustment in the heat of battle. He may know that he's flying open or something like that, but he can't make the change.
Ground ball to short. Mercer to Walker for 1. Safe at first. Just a slight hesitation by Walker on the turn. And the Pirates, instead of having an inning-ending double play, now have 2 outs and runners at the corners.
That ball was not hit very hard, just kind of rolling out there towards shortstop. Just right off the end of the bat. It's close, but definitely Rizzo by the bag. Francisco pointing with his thumb. Don't forget that guy.
Well, the pitcher Travis Wood's been on base for quite a while. He's still at third. Donnie Murphy takes ball 1.
Excellent block by Sanchez. Wood had the leadoff walk. I love the way he gets the glove down in the ground. He doesn't bring it up like he's trying to block it with the glove. He leaves it down there and just takes the pitch somewhere on his body.
Strike to Murphy.
There's two things that can happen when you start bringing that glove up, trying to block it with the glove. It can go off the thumb of the glove, something like that, and bounce sideways. Plus, there's times where you might bring that glove up just a little bit, and the ball hits a soft spot in the dirt and doesn't bounce like you think it's going to, and goes scooting right through the backstop.
Short way, they get him. Well, something special's going on here today at PNC Park, and the Pirates leading it 2-0. Walked a few, but during the half inning, Ray Searage checking on the status through 6 innings, and Ray gives the okay sign, the thumbs up to the manager Clint Hurdle. So Larry Allen's going to stay in the ballgame.
The first hand signal I gave, he put up by 1, like maybe that meant 1 more.
It's a matter of how much gas is in the tank today. Asking the catcher Tony Sanchez, what do you think? You're back there catching him. What do you think?
It'd be nice to any more than 2 runs to work with.
Another day so far. Gabby Sanchez will lead off the bottom of the 6th. Takes ball 1. Gabby's 0 for 1. He's been hit by a pitch. Two balls, no strikes.
Valeriano hits 5th this inning. The spot may come up in the middle of something going on.
2-0. Gabby takes a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Wood gets back into the count. Travis Wood today making his 30th start. That's a career high for him. In conversation with Liriano. Gabby pops it up. Right side, drifting foul, now back into fair territory, into the glove of Rizzo. We're out number 1. MLB.com at bat, celebrating 5 years as your number 1 mobile app for live baseball. Available for iPhone, iPad, Android, BlackBerry 10, and Windows Phone 8. At Bat delivers Pirates baseball with live audio, pitch tracking, stats, highlights, and more. Text at Bat to 31826 or visit Pirates.com for details.
All right, El Toro.
Time to strike. Takes a breaking ball for a strike. I'd like to see his next home run, the kind where he can just jog around the bases instead of having to outrun the outfield throw. Well, Pedro goes to the left side. That ball is going to be foul. That curled, sliced away on him. Started out in fair territory, but sliced foul.
Yeah, I'd like to see him hit one over the fence too, so he didn't have to run. But I really did enjoy watching him get around the bases. I thought that was really cool.
I think he's got sneaky speed. It takes him a while to get going, but once he reaches top speed, he's pretty fast.
It's like a big bull. Once he gets that motor running, better get out of his way.
You can keep up with him in Pamplona, I think, when they run. Cubs magic number.
And the front's much more cool.
All right.
Emergency.
I guess that's shouldn't laugh.
Well,
but, I mean, we've been there for quite some time.
and Alvarez down on 3 pitches. Not a good at bat for Pedro. Or you can call 911 if you have bucko fever. Don't really do it, but that's just what the sign says. Travis Wood with another strikeout. Facing Tony Sanchez. Sanchez got him last time for his 2nd career home run. Want to notice Sanchez. And this one called foul. Let's go back to the bottom half of the 4th. First hitter, Sanchez, took it the other way. Hit it pretty well. The Pirates just a little bit of a cushion, made a 1-0 lead, a 2-0 ball game. And this one popped up. Second baseman Darwin Barney calling for it. Pirates gone very quietly in the 6th. We'll head to the 7th inning at PNC Park. Francisco Liriano coming out.
of the Pittsburgh Pirates and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Back here at PNC Park, along with Robbie Inchmikowski and Bob Walk, I'm Tim Everett. 2 runs for the Pirates, nothing for the Cubs. At last, a winning season, and the Bucs looking for win number 87 today. And if you haven't already called a friend, I would. Tell them to tune in. Junior Lake. Stabbed by Mercer, but that is the first hit off of Liriano. There goes the no-hitter.
And with that, as everyone gives Liriano a nice round of applause, I think because of what happened last inning, the bullpen phone rang immediately. There is the hit. It looked like, even though he didn't give up any hits last inning, he started leaking oil a little bit on his control. Changeup, and he's thrown an awful lot of changeups today.
Allegheny Health Network Supermo giving us a look at Mercer's effort.
It's a great catch, but there's just nothing you're going to be able to do with it out that far into left field.
Catcher Wellington Castillo at the plate. Takes ball 1. Well, he's pitched the no-hitter before, May 3rd, 2011 against the White Sox. Ball with the Twins. One-oh pitch. In the air to left. And Tabata's watching it, and all of a sudden this ball game's tied. He goes from having a no-hitter to a tie ball game in 2 batters.
Last inning, you could definitely see it. You saw the discussion. We showed it in the dugout. And I think even if he was still throwing at the no-hitter, he was going to be out after this inning anyway. Ray Series put up the one finger that it was just going to be one more at the most. He's thrown over 100 pitches, and the Pirates have been watching those pitch counts all year long, trying to keep these starters healthy, not letting them extend themselves too far. It's very doubtful he would have gotten a no-hitter anyway, because I don't see how he could have pitched another 3 innings.
Castillo hits his 7th home run of the year. And now it is a brand new ball game, back to square one. Brian Morris getting loose in a hurry. He may be called upon quickly. McDonald fouls it back to the screen. Castillo spoils the mood for now. 1 ball, 2 strikes to McDonald. Well, not that it wasn't ever a ball game, but now it's a ball game. Two balls, 2 strikes to McDonald. McDonald with the Orioles, Red Sox. And is the cousin of former Pirate pitcher James McDonald. Also been with the Yankees and the Reds. And Liriano's got to be pretty much done for the afternoon, as the bats have determined that Francisco's afternoon has come to a conclusion. Here comes Clint Hurdle. Well, a no-hitter through 6 for Liriano, but a base hit and a home run have tied it. And now the 3rd hit consecutively off Liriano chases him from the ball game to a standing ovation. Pirates 2, Cubs 2. In the 7th, Brian Morris will come on to pitch. A no-no going through 6. And a 2-run home run by Wellington Castillo has evened the game at 2 runs each. Solid effort for Liriano. Brian Morris making his 49th appearance.
Well, hopefully Liriano will get his first no decision of the season.
Yeah, he doesn't want the negative decision today. He is responsible for the go-ahead run at first and Darnell McDonald.
Yeah, if he gets a decision, it's not going to be a positive one. I'm hoping it's a nothing.
Ryan's throw almost got away. Gabby made a nice play. Brian Bogusevic facing Brian Morris. And a strike. So this game will be up to the bullpen for the Pirates now to shut this inning down with a runner aboard and nobody out, and then shut the Cubs down the rest of the way. Nothing in 1 to Bogusevic.
Thank you.
Nothing and 1 to Bogusevic as Morris gets ready to deliver. Inside to him. It's 1-1. Bogusevic, former Houston Astro. Spent some time with the Astros over the last 3 seasons. Last year in a game the Astros were in, the Pirates wore out Bogusevic, who was playing right field. They hit an inordinate number of balls off the Clemente wall, and Bogusevic was getting tired of chasing them around. Bogusevic debuted with the Cubs on the 26th of June in Milwaukee, starting in left field, playing a bunch of left field. And the ground ball to short. Mercer flips to Walker for 1. The turn, safe at first base is Bogusevic. A chance to clean up that base hit by McDonald, and the throw just too late to first by Walker.
Yeah, that one wasn't like that ground ball earlier that was hit very slowly out toward short. This one nice and firm. Would have thought that would have been a double play.
A 1 out and 1 on.
Shear holds up. So Wood, who really did a pretty good job this afternoon, he's out of the ball game.
And Sherholz hits one in the air to right center. McCutchen calling for it. And McCutchen makes a good throw to second base. Sherholz, the pinch hitter, flies to center. There are 2 men out. And by the way, with McDonald being retired on the force out, that closes the book on Liriano today, who will give up just 2 runs, both earned. Travis Wood out of the ball game now.
Thank you.
Bogusevic back. Bogusevic pitching on the fielder's choice. Now Justin Grimm and Chanyong Lim, beg your pardon, he's on the right. They appear ready to go in the Cubs pen. Oh, 1 to Castro. Castro walked in the 3rd inning. 2 outs, 1 on. Go to first, and getting back is Bogusevic.
Definitely a running type situation. Tie game, 2 outs. Should be watching very close.
Blocked by Sanchez.
Staggered him.
Gonna have to go to a neutral corner.
Watch, see what happened. He thought the ball was in his glove. That's what happened. He didn't realize that he was holding nothing but air.
Base runner Bogusevic didn't realize it either. 0-2, and Castro out on strikes. 2 runs come in, charged to Liriano. Castillo hits the 2-run home run, tie game at 2. 7th inning stretch at PNC Park.
Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you now to stand and join the Pirates and Major League Baseball as we offer support to our troops here and abroad. Joining us on the field today, representing the Wounded Warrior Project, is Marine Corps Gunnery Sergeant John Wilson. Sergeant Wilson served in the Marines from 1987 through 2007. While on a night patrol in Fallujah, Iraq in 2006, his convoy was struck with an IED and small arms enemy fire. The IED blast caused shrapnel to hit Sergeant Wilson in his left hip, left wrist, and elbow. Fortunately, all members of his convoy returned home to their loved ones, and we are thrilled to have Sergeant Wilson on the field with us today. And now here to lead us with God Bless America is Ryan Corwin.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Fans, it's time for the 7th inning stretch. We invite you to follow the bouncing Eaton Park Smiley Cookie and join everyone watching at home on Root Sports as we sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
A run. We'll send up Neil Walker to start the inning against a new pitcher, Justin Grimm, taking over for Travis Wood.
Grimm, just 5 appearances for the Cubs. Likes the first batter, though, doesn't he?
Puts him out. Neil Walker to the right field corner, pulled it foul. Neil was trying to change that trend.
Close. Ball just had too much hook on it. And Neil had gone about 3/4 of the way down the line, and see a hitter do that. Because he's got a great look at that ball going down the right field line. You see a hitter do that, you know that he thinks it might stay in fair territory. Probably hooked pretty good right at the very end of its flight.
1 ball, 1 strike to Walker. Neil getting a chance to bat left-handed. First 2 at bats came right-handed today. Grounded to short, fly to left. Way out front, 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes to Walker. Bucks need to scratch out a run. They got 2 wins out of the first 3 ball games. And they go 3 out of 4 against Chicago. Up the middle, but there's Castro. Throws to first and gets Walker by a step.
Castro well placed. Really shading quite a bit up the middle.
Garrett Jones will pinch hit in the 9 spot. Hit for Brian Morris. There's 3 for 21 as a pinch hitter.
I would like to see a dramatic home run.
Yeah, with him, just 1 swing will count. And he does well in this ballpark in terms of that. He's the only other player other than Darrell Ward in 2004 to put one in the river on the fly. Did that earlier this year. Balls and 2 strikes to Jones. No balls, 2 strikes. Jones seeing his playing time limited. Pitch inside. It's the arrival of Justin Morneau and Marlon Byrd. 2 positions he plays, right field and first base. Occasionally he'll get out there. Clint Hurdle telling me that he's not going to forget about Garrett Jones. Jones fouls this one back. We'll try to get him in there when he can. Knows that it's a dangerous bat. One ball, 2 strike pitch from Grimm. Jones hanging in there. 1 out, base is empty. Bottom of the 7th, a 2-2 ball game.
It's really a balancing act during the course of the season. You know, keeping your bench fresh and making sure those guys are getting enough at bats. But it really takes on a different dimension when you get into September.
Jones swings and strikes out. 2 men are out for the Pirates in the bottom of the 7th inning. Football season's underway. You can get the latest on your favorite teams during Press Conference Tuesday on Root Sports. Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin takes the podium first, live at noon, followed by Pitt's Paul Chryst at 1 and WVU head coach Dana Holgerson at 1:30. Press Conference Tuesday starting at noon on Root Sports. Jose Tabata waves and misses. Balls and a strike to Tabata. Jose, in his first at bat, got things going for the Pirates with a triple. Came home to score on a wild pitch. One's popped up down the right field side. McDonald chased it, but that's well into the seats.
During a regular season, you can give days off a little bit easier. It doesn't seem like every game is so crucial. It's tougher now. The finals are bad for the bench players, and the benches. There's so many guys on the bench now too. That's what makes it a little more difficult in September to find those at bats.
Tabata flies out to McDonald in right field. Pirates gone in order for the second straight inning. We'll head to the 8th, all even at 2. They are tied with the Cards, 86 and 62, identical records on top of the Central Division. Reds 2.5 back. 2-2. Cubs and Pirates. A 2-run home run by Wellington Castillo in the 7th inning. Off of Liriano, the difference in the game right now. Kyle Farnsworth will take over for Brian Morris on the hill. They'll face the Cubs here in the 8th.
You know, one of those additions that didn't really talk too much about when it happened, but you know, look at what Kyle has done. I mean, he's been just perfect in his 5 appearances, giving up a couple of hits, picked up a save. You look at the Pirates as far as the personnel decisions they have made this year. It hasn't been a misstep.
Darwin Barney, the batter. And the second baseman takes a strike. No balls and a strike to Barney. Barney today 0 for 1. He's walked twice, but 1 out of 11 in the series. On the corner for a strike. That's good for strike 2, and it's 0-2 to Barney. Imperative that Farnsworth has a good inning here, with the middle part of the order coming up. Rizzo to follow, then the cleanup man Donnie Murphy. And the Pirates will have 2, 3, and 4 due up in the bottom of the 8th. Mercer, McCutchen, and Bird. Bouncer to second base. 1 out. Overflowing with fans again today here at PNC Park. 36,559. That's the 20th sellout. It's a record for both PNC Park and Three River Stadium. 20th sellout of the season. Last night, Park record tied. Today broken.
Come out again. Let's give them a win.
Rizzo bounced out to Walker at second base. One out. Pitch to Rizzo is in for a strike. Rizzo 0 for 3 today. Went 1 for 3 last night with a double. And in the game the Cubs won on Friday night 5-4. He put him ahead, hitting a 2-run home run in the 7th off of Jason Grilli with 2 outs. And he raced a 4-3 Pirate lead. The Cubs their only win of the series so far. Walker playing out in right field for him. Alvarez is over near the second base bag. With Mercer at shortstop. Farnsworth 1 ball 2 strikes on Anthony Rizzo. 1 man out in the Cubs 8th. Inside 2-2. Wasn't it in 1990? We clinched it late last week of September.
At the last day of a road trip before we came home to play the Mets, who were in second place.
3-2 now. And Farnsworth searching for a strike on Rizzo. As a player, do you get a sense that the games are different? They mean more? Obviously they do at this time of the year. But as you play late in these afternoon games on a Sunday, or start looking at the calendar, realizing you're getting to the second half of the month, you start to feel it as a player.
Yeah, actually, it happens way before this time of year. Those guys down the dugout, they know what they've been playing for quite some time now. And every game is very, very important to every inning. The intensity level just keeps going higher and higher with every game that goes by.
And Farnsworth walks Rizzo. Go ahead run put on base in the 8th. Iron City Beer presents Sky Blast, powered by Zambelli Fireworks, this Saturday at 7:05 as the Bucks host the Reds. Stay after the game. Neon Trees will perform all their hits like Everybody Talks and Animal. If you already have tickets, get your passes to watch the show from the field at pirates.com/concerts. Final Saturday night of the regular season, and the Cincinnati Reds are in. Should be a huge night. Neon Trees and Sky Blast. Donnie Murphy takes strike 1. Murphy without a hit in the series, 0 for 9. Throw to first base, and Rizzo skips back. Swing and a miss. Nothing in 2. Well, the Nationals trying to hang around the wild card race, Bob. 6-run lead on Philadelphia now. They started the day 5.5. Game back of Cincinnati for that final spot. Cincinnati trying to keep in front of Washington. Leading Milwaukee by 4 runs in the 7th.
Anything can happen, but I truly believe that the Nationals, they just dug themselves too big of a hole. And they're going to run out of time. They're playing well right now. They're trying to make a run at it, but just a couple weeks left. They're that far back.
Murphy to right field. Bird will make the catch on the track. He'll throw to first base. This will be a double play. Rizzo thought that ball wouldn't be caught. and a double play ends the inning. A base running gaff by the Cubs, and it's 2-2 heading to the bottom of the ninth. 8th.
He never looks at third base, coach. He a quick look there, but right there, as he gets towards second base, there should be at least a little bit of question in his mind. Is he going to third? Is he going to have to get back? Could the ball be caught? But now if there's 2 outs, tie ball game late, and that ball's hit like that, you're going as hard as you can because you have to score. You got to at least put yourself in a position where that third base coach can send you. And watching is how hard he was running around second base without a thought in his mind about slowing down. I think he thought there were 2 outs.
Pedro Strop comes out of the bullpen to pitch, the former Oriole, and pitching to a pinch hitter, Travis Snyder. Snyder hitting for Mercer. No balls and 2 strikes to Travis. 216 as a pinch hitter this season. He's got a big home run against the Cubs. Came back in May. It was a grand slam. And had a pinch hit home run to win a game on the recently completed road trip against Milwaukee. 0-2 from Strop. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jason Grilli loosening up. Then they get the bottom of the 8th. Beg your pardon, top of the 9th. Swing and a miss, and Snyder strikes out. So that'll bring up Andrew McCutchen. Free Shirt Friday when the Reds come to town this Friday. All fans take home an Andrew McCutchen t-shirt at the gates, courtesy of Highmark. With Federal Street before the game, there will be a Budweiser block party going on featuring local live music. And you can meet Pirates alumni Sean Casey at the Budweiser bar from 5 to 6 p.m. We'll visit with the mayor. For tickets, go to pirates.com/freeshirtfriday. From an earlier Free Shirt Friday. No balls, 1 strike to McCutchen, 1 out. up in the dirt. 1-2. 1-1 rather. Here's the count to McCutchen. He is 1 for 2. Two balls, 1 strike now to Kutch. Cole, it's his seat today. Cole 45. What a night he had last night. 7 innings, 7 strikeouts. Held the Cubs to 1 run.
He's pitching some of his best baseball right here toward the end of the season. Nice to see a young guy just 23 years old having that kind of success.
And McCutchen is hit by the pitch. And the Bucks now with the go-ahead run on base in the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Well, if you're going to get hit, doesn't hurt too bad.
Kutch on base for the 3rd time this afternoon.
Were you showing me something earlier about Kutch got another endorsement for MVP?
Yeah, there was an article today on one of the major sports network websites talking about just that very thing, saying that he should be the MVP, and the justifications in all the different categories as to why.
Really looking better and better. Keep rolling for 2 more weeks.
Bird awaits the 1-0 pitch with McCutchen leading from first. 2-2 score in the bottom of the 8th inning. Check swing. It's a hot shot right over the Cubs dugout on the first base side. That's the guy the Pirates want to get home. Untie this game. It was 2-0 until the 7th inning. Wellington Castillo's 2-run homer off of Liriano tied it up. And Bird loops one into shallow left center field. Castro out, and he can't make the play. It's a base hit for Marlon Bird. 2 on and 1 out for the Pirates.
Nicely hit. Just enough of it.
2 hits this afternoon for Marlon.
He really got jammed pretty badly on that 97-mile-an-hour fastball. He gets just enough to get it out over Castro's head.
Castro did a good job just to get there. But Marlon had that one well placed. Now the Pirates will send up a pinch hitter. Justin Morneau. Nice to have a guy like Morneau to be able to come off the bench. Looking for his first RBI as a National Leaguer. He has 74 of them in the American League this year with the Twins. Runners off first and second, and Morneau bangs it to left field. McCutchen's going to get sent home. Bogusevic throw, not in time. And out at third is Marlon Bird, but Justin Morneau gives the Pirates the lead at 3-2. With his first run batted in as a bucko.
Oh, it's a big one. Didn't try to do a whole lot with that pitch. Got a fastball, looked like tailing away from him a little bit, and just pokes the single out in the left field. Absolutely a big, big hit. Fastball away. Bird going into second. He's watching the throw and he thinks, well, I got a shot to get the third with one out. He took a little bit of a gamble and paid the price.
Shortstop Castro went over to cover third, and the cutoff man, the third baseman Murphy, flipped it over there to him.
What happens a lot of times in that situation, the cutoff guy will let that ball go because it's the potential winning run, and won't cut it off to get an out on the bases, knowing how important the run is scoring behind. Now, if you can communicate from the catcher, if he can let you know that there's no chance, then you're going to cut that throw all the time.
Morno at first base, 2 outs, 0-1 to Pedro Alvarez. Popped him up, and here is Castro underneath it. And the Cubs shortstop will make the catch, but the Pirates get a run on 2 hits, and after 8 full, they lead it 3-2. San Diego Padres come to town. Andrew Kashner pitching for San Diego against the Pirates. A.J. Burnett, Jeff Locke will oppose Eric Stoltz on Tuesday. Wednesday, it's Padres Tyson Ross against Charlie Morton. Garrett Cole goes against Ian Kennedy in the Thursday day game. See the coverage time, 6:30 for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and noon for Thursday. And that is your Nissan Road Ahead. Pirates with a chance to wrap it up, need 3 more outs. And they will have taken this series. Starling Marte goes into left field for defense. Clint Barmas is at shortstop now for Mercer. New first baseman is Justin Morneau. And the new pitcher, right out of the Shark Tank, Mark Melanson.
Looking for save number 16. Got to put this one away. No room for error. A slim 1-run advantage.
Well, the pitcher record for the Pirates would be Kyle Farnsworth. And Pedro Strop, pitcher of record for the Cubs right now. The Pirates can wrap this thing up. The way Mark's been pitching, hope he can. And it'll be Junior Lake who he will face to start things off. They hope to raise the Jolly Roger here in just a minute or two if things all go well. Justin Morneau driving in Andrew McCutchen. That was hit by a pitch with 1 out. Bird and Morneau back-to-back base hits. Morneau his first National League RBI. Now a 3-2 Pirate lead. And the closer, Mark Melanson, facing Junior Lake. Strike 1. Pirates pull off a win today, they would guarantee themselves a winning season series against the Cubs. They're 9-6 right now. If they get the 10th win, that would guarantee them the pitch. Swing and a miss off speed.
Nice curveball. Perfect spot. And one of the things that has happened to Wyans in the last couple times out there, the ninth inning, he's got a strikeout and a wild pitch. Let's hope that doesn't happen.
0-2 to Lake. Trying to get the chase, but pitch just too low. In the dirt. Ball and 2 strikes. Bucks have 3 more games remaining against the Cubs. The 23rd, 24th, 25th at Wrigley Field. 6 left with the Reds. And 4 with the Padres. That's your regular season. Padres coming in tomorrow, as we just told you.
AJ looking on. The next Locke will be AJ out there tomorrow.
Ground ball to third. Pedro's got it. He's out. Morneau came down in the bag. Junior Lake arguing. Here comes Darryl Swain, the Cubs manager, out to argue. First base umpire Paul Nart calling Junior Lake out. There is 1 out in the top of the 9th.
Nice play by Morneau going up the ladder to get that ball. Sailed quite a bit out of Pedro's hand.
Let's get a look. Or 2.
Looked to me like Morneau's foot got almost underneath Lake's. I thought Lake, from that first view, might have stepped on his foot. Yeah, he's out. No reason to argue that.
1 out of the batter is Wellington Castillo. He hit the 2-run homer in the 7th off of Liriano. That tied the game at 2. Big strike 1. Well, he didn't play much of the game, but he's certainly been impactful. The time that he's been on the field. Good defensive play by Morneau after driving in the go-ahead run.
Making a late case for player of the game after sitting and watching the whole time.
Castillo in the box awaiting the 0-2 pitch from Mark Melancon. Here's the wind and the pitch. High and outside, 1-2. Castillo 1 for 3, 2 for 10 in the series. The Cubs are 20-30 in 1-run games. 51st 1-run game they've been involved in this year. The 50 prior, they've lost 30 of them. One and 2 to Castillo. Melancon tries to retire him. We got him. Strike 3. Sanchez the throwdown. And the Pirates 1 out away from taking this series.
That curveball in the dirt. It's blocked. That one doesn't get away. You see a really good look at that grip. Ball coming right out over the top. Perfect overspin on the ball. You can count the rotations. Beautiful job by Tony keeping that one in front of him.
That's the battle cry. Pirates an out away from their 87th win. And their 48th at home. Deanna Navarro, the switch hitting catcher, on the pinch hit from the left side, takes a strike. Bucks looking to trim that magic number by 1. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to first. Morneau gloves it. The toss to Melancon. That's your ball game. The Pirates win it 3-2. Justin Morneau driving in the winning run in the bottom of the 8th inning. Mark Melancon another save. And the Pirates take 3 of 4 from the Chicago Cubs.
And the Pirates have missed a couple opportunities early in this ball game, but Travis Wood, he did a good job this afternoon. Pitched extremely well, but it just seems like the Pirates have that knack this year of coming back late in the ball games. And again, it was one of the late additions to this club. Morneau comes through with a huge RBI for the win.
Pirates have found a new way to raise the Jolly Roger. As the magic number has been trimmed to 6. And the Buccos start off this final homestand of the regular season, winning 3 of the first 4. And up next, it's the San Diego Padres. 3-2 the final. Let's go check in now with Rob King and Kent Jacoby.
Tim and Bob, thanks very much. And that magic formula continues for the Pirates, especially at home. Team now 18-7 in one-run games. And generally, teams finish, whether they're good teams or bad teams, right around that 500 mark in one-run games. Buccos 18-7 in one-run games here at home.
And it doesn't surprise me because of the fact that the bullpen has been so daggone good. It's those one-run games happen when you get pitchers out, in 4th, 5th, 6th innings, and then you kind of go back and forth. A lot of those one-run games happen that way. The Pirates don't lose very many because once their starters come out, as was the case today, they don't get many more runs against you. So it's hard to lose a game if you're tied. It's just a great situation and a tribute to the bullpen why there's so many one-run games.
20th sellout. That is a record here at PNC Park. Big reason these fans going home happy. Justin Morneau, who is standing by with Robbie and Zbikowski. Robbie.
Yeah, Robbie, you talk about great timing for your first RBI in a Pirate uniform. How about this guy in the bottom of the 8th? Steps in as a pinch hitter and wins the ball game for the Pirates. 87th win in the books here, Justin, to do it in front of a sellout crowd. Get your first RBI. It's a game winner. How do you describe the experience right now?
I'd say it's about time, but, sometimes timing's good, and that was nice to be able to come through. The guys have been playing great, and just to be a part of it and just enjoy this and join in the fun.
You've done this many, many times, but you swung early in the count. What were you looking for in that specific scenario where you got the game-winning hit?
Just something out over the plate. That guy's got a plus fastball. He's got real good stuff. I know he struck me out on a slider the other night, so just trying to get something up in the zone, something I can put a good swing on, and hit it off the end of the bat, break the bat, and it falls in perfect, and good speed on second to score the run, and we end up, a great game from Lariano and the bullpen, and it turns out to be a big win.
You're a good guy to ask about Lariano. He had the no-hitter going through 5 complete innings. What have you noticed, being a guy that's played with him for a number of seasons? What is different about him in 2013?
Well, I think he's been able to throw strikes more consistently. His slider's still one of the best in the game. He's got a great changeup. He's got a plus fastball. He's a guy that you think he can throw a no-hitter every time he goes out there. His stuff's so good, and to see him, consistently be performing all year has been great to watch.
Justin, we addressed this in Texas when you had the 4-hit game, but now you're seeing PNC Park sold out. You're 2 weeks away, competing for a Central pennant. How do you describe this, and what kind of energy does this bring to you?
Oh, this is a great sports town. I found that out very quickly. Great fans here coming in, full house all weekend. I mean, you can't ask for anything more than this. This is what you play for, and I feel I'm very lucky to be here and be a part of this, and hopefully it's a long run.
Nice game, Justin.
Thank you.
Justin Morneau gets it done, Rob. A different guy every night. We've said it all season long. Today, Justin Morneau's day.
Yeah, and he can throw Kyle Farnsworth into that mix, getting his first victory as a Bucco. But I think Justin Morneau is our well-deserved player of the game, brought to you by your Western PA Honda dealers. Morneau's first RBI as a Pirate team couldn't have come as a better time in the bottom of the 8th inning to knock in Andrew McCutcheon and give the Pirates the win.
Yeah, and this with Morneau, even though he had been struggling at the plate, this is why you pick up veteran players in the stretch. You want a guy like Morneau who's talking about, hey, I went up there, I was looking for something hard out over the plate. There's a reason why he was looking there. And these are the kind of guys with the experience that they have, Rob, that they're able to produce in those kind of situations. That's why you go and get veterans and don't get a bunch of rookies to come in here at the end of the season.
Pirates win by the final score 3-2. The magic number down to 6. We have a lot coming your way next. We'll have extended highlights from this game post-game reaction from the victorious Bucks clubhouse after they take 3 of 4 from the Cubs to begin this 11-game homestand. We'll ask Teague highlights from around the league. All that and more coming up next on Pirates Post Game, presented by the Allegheny Health Network.